Hello, everyone. This is just going to be a short video, commentary blog thing. This morning I felt pretty good. It's the morning after the concert at London Music Hall. Thank you, Matthew Good and Voltrix, uh, with London. Where's London? Anyways. There it is. Okay, cross country tour. I was happy to be there. My ankles were bothering me by the time that Matt came on the stage, so it wasn't personal. My feelings of wanting to leave or and then having to sit on the floor are because of my life on concrete and in factories and in the hangars and in these awkward spaces, being on my hands and knees. And it's very much like being a flooring person to be in aviation, especially as a structures technician, because you spend so much time like pulling up floorboards and panels and stuff like that. I've spent a lot of time on my knees and in awkward positions. Um, so I know you obviously you don't take it personally. Let's see. A Villavent. It was a surprise to me. I was expecting different. I'm gonna be a hipster kind of fan here because I've been listening to Matt Good since Beautiful Midnight. I haven't really been listening to his newer stuff, so it's nice for him to bring about a new song. Um, Other sentiments. I'm unhappy that my sister has a different opinion. I'm unhappy that Matt has let himself go so much. All the power to him, having the nerve damage and the problems with his left elbow. I empathize with you because if you were in pain, I was in pain too. Yeah, I still stuck it out. My brother-in-law, and my sister, they had a great time there. Um, was very close to some lovely women. That's part of the appeal of going to a concert is the flirtation game, and just letting other people have, well, other women specifically, have fantasies. That's part of the seduction and the allure of the dating game, that and the risk, right, and the thrill of dating in the old world before Tinder, before these dating apps, and what was really lost, these indelible, that's right, indelible marks that, so yeah, indelible marks that cannot be removed, indelible impression and on people's lives, because we like to think that, well, especially younger people, that we know better than the traditions at hand. But it's not like that at all. And so, what I'm really getting at is, I experienced an incident today at it was formerly the Tweet store, and like last time I was in there, I was a little bit influenced by, obviously with some legality here. I didn't drink and drive. I do not. I, Noel Steele, do not drink and drive. I don't do it. Okay? I try to leave things to the smart serve education. So one drink, one beer, one wine, one shot an hour in order to maintain sobriety. Because if I don't use my education, I'm a fucking idiot. I really am. And so we should use the gifts that we're given. Uh, I know this is going around in circles a bit here, but like the I said something that was interpreted as aggressive, and then I had a moment of confrontation. I was building up rapport with these people within the former Tweed Wheat store here. That's by the beer store. And so if one thing I hate, I can't, I despise, I can't stand for it, is vigilante justice and this financial warfare committed by different groups, loosely associated, but only held together by an ideology. They don't actually have any organization outside of the internet. So I was trying to, again, I'm trying to spread some goodwill here, trying to flirt with women and practice my chops a little bit here for the woman that will actually accept me for who I am. And yet there just seems to be this depressive, nihilistic attitude towards men that is a remnant of the fever of the height of these of this movement in which they had power, but they don't have anymore. They don't have power anymore, right? And so they're acting out in desperation. And that's usually the way it goes with social movements, is that as soon as the dying light starts to come into focus, is that people will do more and more extreme things depending on who they are. And so basically, I was kicked out of the weed store for absolutely nothing. I just said, I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a fuck about your feelings right now. Just having some fun, really. And if we're always continuously chasing after people's feelings and the subjectivity, then we deserve exactly what we get. And what we'll get as a society and as a culture is absolute ruin, not only by our own means, but also by external influence. And that is anti-Canadian. Now, I know, and I loved Matthew Good's website when he was being political during the George Bush years. He really was. And he was speaking out, he was being bold, he was being brave. At the cost of his own reputation, right? But that's the point of an artist within society, is to express themselves and to be a voice and a figure and a representation of an idea, if not an idealism, if not sentiment and sentimentality and feeling and so on and so forth. So like, when I have all the tools at my disposal as an artist, it's beautiful. But when I don't have all the tools at my disposal, it's anxiety inducing. And my sister, she helped me today, to her credit, to get some more art supplies. And I love the store Bijan's here in London, which has been my store since I was in high school. And I never cared. I never gave a shit about the politics, right? I cared about the product. I cared about whether it was good, whether or not it did the job, whether or not it would serve my purposes. And here's the thing, is that with politics and social movements, we turn people into products to be sold, bought and sold, and to be packaged and to be used even, as I know I'm indicating before this. And so, the communication throughout this entire interaction since I started smoking weed again and going to the former Tweed store, and previous interactions with the staff say volumes more than this single interaction that has ruined my relationship and my long-term loyal customer. Sorry, and has ruined my history as a loyal customer because if someone got offended by something that I said, because they thought they had more power, but they don't, because you don't get to tell other people what to do. And since I said nothing offensive, and since I said nothing that would otherwise trigger people, but then the gossip and the bullshit happens in between because our memories are clouded and we're filled with holes, especially short-term memory when it comes to smoking marijuana. You ain't got shit on me. So I raise a glass to conservation, tradition, and the unspoken spoken, which is if you conduct your business in such a way that discriminates against people, expect people to discriminate against your business. That's the end of that. You know, I didn't bring enough marijuana last night. I really didn't. To, you know, aging rocker syndrome, aging scenester syndrome. You know what I'm talking about? You know, it was a stellar show. Again, if we're going to recap this, it was a great show, very talented people within these bands. And I support them because, you know, even though I don't like something, someone else will like it. Someone else will love it. It'll resonate with someone else. And that can be the path to hell, unfortunately. Because the politics and the artists, they really matter. And what I did for someone else this morning, because, you know, I felt like doing it. I felt inspired to do it, right? Is the purity of life and what we should preserve within society. And this is it. It was just a quick drawing, but it made her day. It really did. Here you see this English badger. You see, that's what matters. That's what matters in life, is the indelible impressions that you leave on other people and the influence. That is true power. And that's why it is so important to be omnipotent as a creative person, is not to necessarily get involved with politics or with the social movements, because quite frankly, you will go down with the ship. You will forever be associated, because of the post-internet epoch, with whatever you support. And that's very much terrifying as an artist. It is. Because, you know, it'll follow you like a ghost for the rest of your life, just like any other political protest, because of the nature of the technology and everything that happened thereafter, the Patriot Act and Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. You know, these people that put their lives and their very existence on the line, just so you and I can have this open and free discussion about coercive financial warfare. When you exert financial warfare, you are participating in terrorism. Because the free and open society under capitalism doesn't give a fucking shit about your politics or your opinions or your viewpoints. Because capitalism is about investing in other people. It's not about the almighty fucking dollar. This is where it goes wrong. This is where the propaganda of communism itself. And hey, I got a fucking copy of the Communist Manifesto sitting in my fucking room right now, so fuck you. You think I don't know what I'm doing? Slave labor is used in so many different industries. It's not just the arts. It's not just the slavery of the artist. And if there's one thing I don't like, it's fucking working like a nigger for nothing. For nothing. And that's why niggers and Irish people get along so well. It's because of the Protestant work ethic and the worship to God. And there's a difference between nigger and nigga. And if you don't know that difference, you're fucking stupid and you don't get to say shit about fucking black people. They fucking wear a shirt telling me, making a statement about racism. Meanwhile, my fucking father was involved with moving the slave chapel here in London. So you tell me who's the most virtuous in this. Because that's what it's about. It's who's a better person. It's an ego trip. It's drama created by people that don't have any actual power because they didn't make the right life choices within the time that they have. And that's a real shame. And that's what I'm fighting. And that's what I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop people from wasting their lives and committing suicide because they got involved with something that they didn't know completely. They didn't know fully and completely, right? This is the way it goes. You get indoctrinated. You get taken for a ride. You get scammed. All your money gets siphoned. And this is the way it happens. Is that the path to hell is paved with good intentions. So if I'm going to make a fucking 17-minute video about ranting about a single action in a fucking weed store and correlate it to the community at large, I'm going to fucking do it. Okay? That's the way it is. Because money is not happiness. You know what happiness is? It's a fleeting moment. It is the ecstasy of the moment. And that's what an artist looks for. Right? Am I still culturally relevant? Am I still making an impact on people's lives? Am I being remembered at my best? Right? Better to burn out than to fade away. Because that's how people will remember you. All of these thoughts, every single action, everything that we do in life, because of the post-internet epoch and the singularity of AI, because we've achieved the singularity because of our symbiotic nature now with people of Gen X and younger, symbiotic relationship with the internet and thus the human network, the human neural network here. And you can't run from your actions. Everyone eventually gets caught, whether you like it or not. And that's why I act the way that I do. Because I know exactly what's going on in Canadian culture. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Thanks for watching to this 18-minute rant. Have yourself a good day. And thanks for listening.